20 for grandma and grandpa sauce, okay?
It's officially soap day. So I'm gonna start really simple today and just start with a 100% olive oil soap. I went to, I think it was Brambleberry, and calculated this out with 6% super fat. I'm gonna use goat milk obviously for the water. And although I know that if you have 100% olive oil, you have to let it cure for quite a while, it will eventually turn into a hard bar, but it will be really moisturizing and gentle, which is what I need. As far as fragrance goes, I'm gonna opt out of that. My skin has gotten really sensitive since having kids. I can't do fragrance oils at all, but even essential oils can irritate my skin. So I'm not gonna add any scent at all. Okay, so I just poured my mold, and I might do like a design or something on the top, I'm not sure. It really didn't take hardly any time at all to make that. I thought it was gonna take way more time. So what I think I might do now is, I've got one more of these Amazon molds, and so I think I'll probably do the exact same thing, except this time I'm gonna use, I've got some milk that I steeped in chamomile a while back, and I wanna try that. I don't know that it will make a difference, but we're experimenting here, so. I'm in the middle of unmolding this goat milk that was steeped in chamomile. It smells so good, like chamomile, basically. I know that the smell probably won't go through in the final soap, but I just wanted to kind of document how rich the milk is. Okay, so this is the normal regular goat's milk, and this is the chamomile infused goat's milk. Everything else is the same. I am gonna go put these somewhere safe and cover them and wrap them in a towel so they go through the gel stage, hopefully. And I'm gonna check them tomorrow and see if they're hard enough to cut. They should be either tomorrow or the day after. So I accidentally forgot all about cutting my soap the next day, and I didn't end up getting around to it until maybe 4 or 5 days after. The first bar was pretty hard for my soap cutter to cut through, but it did manage, barely. And then my second bar of soap was not so lucky. The loaf was much harder and much more brittle, and I ended up needing to use an individual soap cutter, and only a few of the bars made it out without cracking. And so I'm guessing that the difference in hardness between the two bars probably has more to do with the fact that I added lye faster and in fewer batches with my second batch of soap than I did with my first. After curing for a couple days, I did notice that the bars from my first soap loaf were looking pretty uniform in color, and I also noticed that the first loaf smelled a little like olive oil, whereas my second loaf with the chamomile infused goat milk had more of a neutral scent. So even though the chamomile scent didn't come through, it did seem to maybe counter or weaken the scent of the base oil, which I like because even though I like the smell of olive oil, I don't maybe necessarily want my soap to smell like olive oil. Anyway, I'm going to let these bars cure for probably several months at least before I actually use them. And then I'm planning on experimenting with different oil bases and natural colors soon.